Jeff Bezos' grandfather once worked for the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, or DARPA. He grew up in a period where space competition between the United States and the Soviet Union was high, and he was especially influenced by aerospace in 1969 when he was only 5 years old. Later in high school, Bezos was invited by NASA to visit because of his research on the impact of low-gravity environments on flies. While in college at Princeton University, Bezos met the physicist and space dreamer Jared O'Neill, and he served as the president of the school association Students for the Exploration and Development of Space, SEDS. As you may already know, he later was the founder of Amazon, but Bezos personally stated that he had founded Amazon to make money. He then founded his own space company, Blue Origin, in September 2020. The ultimate goal for his company is to make the space dreams of the youth become a reality. Blue Origin not only travels to the edge of space at an altitude of about 100 kilometers, but they also participated in the Artemis project of NASA's manned moon landing program in 2020. Although its current progress is behind schedule, it still hopes to send humans back to the moon in 2024. In addition, Blue Origin is also developing a lunar lander. July 20, 2021 was the day that Bezos made history by launching into space with his brother Mark Bezos and astronauts Wally Funk and Oliver Damon in the NS-16 mission. Their flight lasted about 10 minutes and passed the Kármán line, or the boundary between Earth's atmosphere and outer space. This flight broke 2 previous records for the youngest and oldest astronauts to enter space. The oldest astronaut who had ever been in space before this was John Glenn. On February 20, 1962, Glenn got into the Friendship 7 capsule in the Atlas rocket and circled low Earth orbit 3 times. He flew for 4 hours and 55 minutes, becoming the first American to orbit the Earth in space. On October 29, 1998, 77-year-old Glenn returned to space on the Space Shuttle Discovery. He stayed for 9 days and became the oldest astronaut in history. The youngest astronaut before this was Gorman Stepanovich Titov of the former Soviet Union. On August 6, 1961, Gorman Titov took off on the Vostok 2 spacecraft and became human history as the second astronaut to orbit the Earth. Titov was only 26 years old when he launched. He was also the first astronaut to suffer from space dizziness and the first terrestrial person in the world to vomit in space. Oliver Damon is an 18-year-old physics student from the Netherlands. The space travel expenses were paid by his father, Joost Damon, CEO of Somerset Capital, and he also paid Oliver's ticket to participate in another Blue Origin spaceflight in the future. Spaceflight has been Oliver's lifelong dream. He has been fascinated by space, the moon, and rockets since he was just 4 years old. Oliver graduated from high school in 2020 and then spent the next year learning how to fly. In 1983, the first female American astronaut, Sally Ride, entered space. That year, Wally Funk was 44 years old. She had never given up flying and maintained her desire for space. She contacted NASA 4 times hoping to become an astronaut, but was turned away because she didn't have an engineering degree. 60 years later, she was finally able to make her dream come true. Bezos posted on social media, "No one has waited longer. It's time. Welcome to join us, Wally." At 82 years old, she became the oldest person on Earth to travel to space. Blue Origin stated that she and the other crew members, including Bezos and his brother, complied with all Blue Origin's requirements for the mission. Blue Origin's New Shepard rocket is completely reusable. It is a vertical takeoff and landing (VTVL) transportation system. It consists of 2 main parts, a pressurized manned space capsule and a rocket. The rocket uses a BE-3 engine. The combustion is liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen. The rocket can be fully controlled automatically by the onboard computer and cannot be operated in the space capsule. The pressurized manned space capsule can carry 6 people when fully loaded and is equipped with a launch escape system which can be separated at any place during the ascent. The New Shepard rocket flew for the first time on April 29, 2015. The rocket is about 18 meters high and has only 1 rocket. As of today, the New Shepard rocket has flown 16 times and only the second flight partially failed. That flight caused the rocket to fail to land when it returned to the landing site, but the space capsule successfully opened 3 parachutes and was able to land perfectly. After completing the scheduled flight of the NS-16 mission, Blue Origin is planning to conduct 2 more manned flights this year, and the next one is expected to be at the end of September or early October. Blue Origin Aerospace Sales Director Ariane Cornell knows that the first few space flights of Blue Origin are very expensive. However, she continues to see more and more public interest in space travel. The June auction attracted more than 6,000 people from at least 114 countries. Ticket prices for the first manned test flight of Blue Origin were auctioned at $28 million. Travelers in the Blue Origin spacecraft will reach about 100 kilometers, and passengers are able to experience weightlessness for about 3 to 4 minutes. According to UBS estimates, space tourism can generate nearly $4 billion in annual revenue. At present, the commercial space travel market is immature and the economic prospects are broad. Now, billionaires have entered the game to compete to be the first person in commercial space travel. But if you too had that much money, wouldn't you also want to purchase yourself a ticket for the experience of a lifetime? So, that is all for today's video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed our video today, please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more interesting content just like this. Also, let us know your thoughts on the video in the comments section below. We will be back again very soon. Until then, take care.